there's a link between gematria and statistics, and you can use it to find relevant information. I'm calling this technique the Moshe technique or the Moses technique because years ago I found that you could find Mem Shin He, which makes up the name Moshe or Moses, 616 times in the 5 books of Moses in the Torah. And in Gematria, 616 is the value of HaTorah, the Torah. So you can see there's a clear relationship between these two things, between the Gematria and the statistics. Obviously, we get the Torah through Moses. And we get it at Sinai. So I was looking around at some things that have to do with Mount Sinai here. You can find in Exodus 24:16, the presence of the Lord abode on Mount Sinai, and the cloud hid it for 6 days. And on the 7th day, he called to Moses, he being HaShem, God, called to Moses from the midst of the cloud. So we have here Har Sinai or Mount Sinai, the cloud, 6, 7, and the cloud again. I'll use the Moshe technique to kind of show how God is always winking at us. So we see Har Sinai, Mount Sinai, exists in the Torah 6 times. But if you look for it in the entire Tanakh, you'll find it 7 times. So there's 6 and 7 from the verse. Then if you look up the value of Mount Sinai in Gematria, it's 335. And then that value, 335, if you search the entire Hebrew Bible for it, you'll find that value, the value of Mount Sinai, 612 times. 612 in Gematria is the value of the word Brit, which is covenant. So we have here Mount Sinai, 335. You can find the value of Mount Sinai 612 times. 612 is the value of covenant, and of course we get the covenant at Sinai. So let's now take the value of our verse about Sinai and the cloud, and we'll now search for the value 4050, which is the value of our verse. You can find it in the Torah, the 5 books, 40 times. Now, if we're talking about Mount Sinai, 40 is extremely relevant. And then you just click on the verse and search the Talmud. You'll find 40 dozens of times. Here it is as 40 days. Now let's take our verse and search for the value of it in the entire Hebrew Bible, the entire Tanakh. You'll find it 175 times. 175 is the value of the cloud, which is appropriate because we can find the cloud twice in the verse.